everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nidhi and you're watching my series on how to become a cabin crew. So I'm back again with another very relevant video. We all know a lot of Middle Eastern airlines are quite aggressively recruiting these days. Especially in Asia and Europe, and in fact all over the world. So today I will be focusing on Gulf Air, which is particularly the talk of the town on my Instagram. There have been a lot of posts and shares about Gulf Air recruitment, which is currently happening in different parts of the world, including Tunisia, Albania, India, Kuala Lumpur, and places like these. So I'm going to be making this series, which I'm going to be dividing into two videos because I don't want it to be too long. So you're watching the first part of the series where I want to focus on the recruitment process, the requirements, and how exactly should you apply for this job opportunity for cabin crew, which is being currently released by Gulf Air. And the second video, which is going to be the next video, so don't forget to watch this video and then watch the other video, would be basically the interview process. Now the interview process is actually very relevant because it has been shared with me by a candidate who went through the interview process last year. I'm really thankful for all of you who actually take time out to share all this relevant information with me, because that's when I'm able to share all that with the rest. So that's what's going to be happening in the next video. This person has been kind enough to share a very detailed interview process with me, starting from the application process all the way down to the medicals and you know, how much money do you have to pay. So I'm going to focus on all that in a short while, but this video we will be talking about the recruitment process. So what I want to highlight to all of you is that sometimes, if you would have watched one of my latest videos where I've talked about recruitment agencies in particular, some airlines do hire recruitment agencies to basically conduct the interview process for them. In this particular case, Gulf Air has partnered with one of the Middle Eastern leading recruitment agencies called MECCTI. I'm putting this up on the screen right now so that you guys can see the relevant information. At the same time, I'm going to link it up. You can follow them on Instagram. They do share some relevant information. At the same time, you can go to the websites. So currently, the job opportunity for this particular cabin crew opening is listed via this particular recruitment agency, and that is why they direct you to fill up the online application form by going onto this particular website, which is inflightcrewjobs.com. Once you go down, you should be able to see what are some of the cabin crew jobs. You can go ahead and click on cabin crew, and then you will see some of their current listings. So as I said, they're recruiting in Tunisia, they're recruiting in India, and things like that. So let's go ahead and look at Tunisia and India so we can figure out what is their requirement, because obviously the requirement differs. So if you click on Tunisia, you will be able to see all the relevant details in terms of what are the responsibilities, which is obviously same for both India, Tunisia, or anywhere else. But requirements are also pretty much the same. Minimum height 160 centimeter, intermediate English knowledge, pleasant personality, no visible tattoos or body piercings while in uniform, which means that you should be able to wear the uniform, and then whatever parts are visible, there should be no tattoo and no piercings. Minimum age is 21 years because they need to apply for a visa. This is something that I always talk about in my interviews, so you have to be careful with that. I am so sorry about my voice. Also, you can go through some of the information in terms of their accommodation, layover expenses, and things like that. I'm not going to go through that. For India recruitment, it's pretty much the same. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this form from India to give you some relevant information here. Apart from these requirements, I would like to share two important pieces of information. Number one, they only hire female candidates from other parts of the world. For male candidates, they only hire from Bahrain itself. So the job opportunity is only for female cabin crew aspirants. And number two, even though it's not listed here, from what I know, the interview process actually entails swimming. So you should basically know how to swim if you're applying for this particular job opportunities. It says only candidates from 21 to 30 are eligible to apply. So another thing to take note of, because I put my age as 35, that is why the application is not going through. So I'm going to go to my profile again, and I'm going to go ahead and make that change. Now again, with all due respect, I'm not filling in this application, so I'm not trying to go ahead and I'm going to cancel this application after I do this whole process with you guys. So I'm not trying to forge anything here. Just want to make that disclaimer. Another thing to take note of is that we do hire married women, so it doesn't really matter if you're single or you're married. I believe you should still be able to apply for this opportunity. Okay, so this is all the information that you need to basically provide to them in terms of the recruitment and the online application process. So I hope this gives a lot more clarity to all of you as to how you should apply for this particular job position, and I wish you all the best. And now go ahead and watch the second video, which is going to be basically talking about the interview process in detail. But I'm going to wrap up this video right here. So if you still haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that right now. Press the notification bell for more video updates. You all know that I do take coaching classes. To get in touch with me so I can guide and coach you for your next cabin crew interview. There's a lot more stuff that I'm doing. I'm actually preparing a series on how to customize your resume. I'm also preparing a series on how you can basically use your personality, and a lot of exciting stuff coming up, so stay tuned to that. But in the meantime, if this video was helpful for all of you, go ahead and share, like, comment, do share information with me. I'm really always happy to have that on board with me, so I can share stuff with other people. But as I always say, before I go, all of you out there, always stay pretty, stay handsome, and I love you guys.